The 911, what's the address to your emergency? What's going on there?
159. I'm walking my dog, and there's a child. He looks maybe 4. He's got a really dirty diaper on. He's just running around, no parents.
And he's a little boy? Is he black, white, Spanish, Asian?
He's white. He has blonde hair. His diaper is like down to his knees. Hold on. Come on, Boogie. Stay right here, okay? I try to grab him because I don't want him to get hit by a car.
Okay. Which direction did he go from your trailer?
He went to the right. Hey! Hey, buddy! Hey, buddy! What you doing? Do you live here? Hey, come here. What's your name? Hey. Hey, kiddo. Come here.
An otherwise quiet early morning in Ohio was suddenly interrupted by an emergency call to 911. The caller, a young woman out walking her dog, had stumbled upon a little boy, about 4 years old, wandering alone on the street. The child was immediately striking, his body smeared with dried mud, wearing a heavily soiled diaper sagging so low it was nearly slipping off. As he moved, he knocked over trash cans along the roadside, with no adult in sight. Fearing for the boy's safety, knowing that a passing car could bring tragedy in an instant, the woman kept him close while phoning police. In her report, she described him clearly. A white male child, blonde hair, wearing a filthy, sagging diaper, with no parents around. This marked the beginning of a shocking case of parental neglect, where an innocent child had been left to roam outdoors for nearly 2 hours, following a night of partying by the adults who were meant to protect him. When officers arrived at the scene, they were stunned to find a young boy in a filthy, sagging diaper. The sight immediately raised urgent questions in their minds. Who were this child's parents, and where were they while he was left to wander alone?
What's up? And you live at 159? What's the phone number and contact you at? Is there do you guys have a non-emergency number for the office here? Do you know of?
I don't know. I haven't really called up there. They're not very helpful. The one time I did call, so
Okay.
I can pull it up real quick.
Well, I'll see if the dispatch has something.
Okay. If he ran from this way, he's just knocking trash cans over, ran that way. I don't know. I've never seen him before. But it looks like he's been through the neighborhood a good minute.
So, okay, yeah, because all these trash cans are him.
Yeah.
Fight him.
Traffic.
518. Can you attempt to contact the office here and have them come down to trailer 159 and see if they can help me identify this boy?
You guys contact the trailer office?
Affirmative, see if they can identify this boy or possibly what trailer he belongs to.
There.
He's got mud all over him, dried mud, like he's been out for a little while.
It's a dirty diaper.
Yeah.
It's down to his legs, and he's exposed under that shirt. So it's. So I was like, I don't know if he's a missing kid. I better real
Yeah,
quick
no.
because I don't see any parents. Can you stay with us for a minute?
Stay right here.
Please. We're real friendly. Do you like the flowers? They're pretty, huh? Yeah.
518, she's advising he goes to 157.
He belongs to
157.
10-4.
She's advising it's happened before.
Supposedly he belongs to 1, so that's going to be this one over here. Can you come with me? Can you come here? Come, stay with. Tim, can you call one front door?
It looks like they were out there on the 18th of last month for the same thing.
The dog and the little boy quickly made their way toward the trailer home, where his parents were still asleep, completely unaware of the chaos unfolding outside. Very soon, they would have to face the consequences of their neglect and the difficult questions from police.
Step out here. Is this your son?
Yes, it is, sir.
Is there a reason why he's out here running around? Have a seat right here for me. Okay, who all lives here?
Me and my wife and my roommate.
Okay, is there a reason why your son is running around in a disgusting diaper? Who knows how long he's been running around right now?
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay. Are you high right now?
No, sir, I'm not. I'm really tired. I really just woke up.
Okay. What's your last name? What's your date of birth?
That's 4/24/1984.
424 what?
1984.
84. So is everybody inside still asleep?
I think my wife is, yes.
Your wife is? Okay.
Yes.
Do you work anywhere?
I'm sorry?
Do you work anywhere?
Yes, I do.
Were you guys smoking weed last night?
No, sir.
Why is all this out here?
My wife was. I wasn't.
Okay. Why are you struggling to answer questions of like your height and weight and your hair color or in your eye color?
Again, I literally just woke up. Like, I'm like groggy.
How long do you think your son's been out here? I guess he's been running around the neighborhood knocking over trash cans. What's your son's? Well, have her come out here. Police department, come out here. Come out here. You stay out here. She's right there.
Are you dressed?
Well, get dressed and come out here, please.
Huh?
No, he wasn't.
He was outside a second ago.
Hey, Brian. Stay out here.
Get dressed when you come out here, okay?
What time do you think it is?
I have no idea. I don't know where my phone is.
Okay. So do you have any idea why your son's running around out here knocking trash cans
He's not
over?
supposed to. We all went to bed last night. My roommate was up this morning before he went to work. I didn't know. I thought Brian was up. I haven't been up since last night.
Okay. And what's your
I
date of
have to
birth?
Stop that medication.
What medication?
I've been on it for about a week. I'm just going to have to stop it.
Okay, what's your date of birth?
9/30/1989.
How tall are you?
4'11".
Okay. How much do you weigh?
Do you really need to know that?
There's just blanks I gotta fill in. Okay, I can look it up. Do you work anywhere?
I work at Courtyard by Marriott. I work overnights. Did you let the dogs out?
No.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I just need to check and make sure that I have 2 dogs in here.
Yeah, I saw 2 dogs. You had like a German Shepherd or something, and then that tan dog, yeah. Okay. So, were you smoking marijuana last night?
Yeah.
You leave that, it's out here where kids can get a hold of it?
Not usually.
Well, not usually. Is that how much you smoked last night because you didn't remember? What time did you guys smoke last night?
About 9:30, 10.
Okay, don't go in for right now, okay? Is there any way I can look at the inside of your trailer?
Yeah.
After a night of indulging in marijuana, the couple had fallen asleep, showing no concern for their children. When confronted, officers began pressing them with a stream of pointed questions, demanding to know why their young son had been left outside alone, wandering in such dangerous conditions.
dogs friendly?
They're friendly, but they sound rough. But
Can you go lock them into a back room or something?
go on. All right, Delilah. Went to bed. As you can see, I try to keep most of my stuff up here, or I have another room out of the way.
Where's?
And then there's his medication. And
Where's his bedroom at?
he shares with his dad. His crib broke, so we're kind of improvising. I have 2 girls that are only here every so often. I don't have full custody of them.
Okay.
This is the second time. I can't believe he did it a second time, but I have somebody watching him because before he got out when I was taking a nap, because I work overnight. And so I switched everything around to watch him during the week.
Wait, you got ducks?
We have one, yeah, it's my roommate's. I didn't know he left.
What's the other thing in this? Is that a dead duck in there?
Yeah, I'll have to.
Huh?
Yeah. I'll do that in just a minute. I'll have to. Sorry, I'm trying to get my.
Is this your only bathroom?
No, we have one back here. This is the one that we all use.
There's marijuana everywhere.
Yeah.
Seems like more than just you smoking marijuana. It's within reach of everybody. I'm gonna make some phone calls. I'll be right back. Okay.
Once inside, officers were overwhelmed by the filth and disarray that filled the home, including the disturbing discovery of a dead duck in the bathroom. Faced with these shocking conditions, their priorities shifted to gathering more information about the child and determining just how long he had been left to wander the streets alone.
I already got 3 little girls, and I drive, just because the school's over there at Ghetto, I drive 35 minutes every morning, and then I leave work early to come all the way back.
So you're not gonna have any issues with keeping them for a long? I don't know a time frame or anything. I just.
No. That's fine. I actually even said, if y'all let me take him, I'm gonna go buy him a bed and just go rearrange my whole house so he has his own bedroom. So I just don't want to get into it.
What kind of person is Todd then?
Huh?
What kind of person is Todd?
So Todd's the boyfriend, Brian is the husband. They all live here together.
Okay.
But Todd is really kind of uptight, you know what I mean? I don't know, I don't talk to him too much. He took over more than the dad did.
Yeah, he takes care of him.
Okay, so are they married?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But then
Todd's
a boyfriend.
Don't get me started on it. Yeah.
That's why Dad stays with son in one room. I guess that makes more sense now. I was trying to say.
I'm not worried about it.
But yeah, now I'm gonna go.
The only thing I gotta worry about is that old man that's at my house that don't shut up. Literally talks so much.
All right, I'm gonna bring them one over at a time, and I'm gonna ask him and make sure. I gotta ask him. Hey, is it all right if Brittany takes him?
After obtaining further details, the officers made the decision to take the parents into custody, a turning point that signaled the seriousness of the situation.
You guys are both getting placed under arrest for child neglect. Is it all right if Brittany takes the kid?
That's
okay,
fine.
Turn around, put your hands behind your back. And who is Brittany to you guys?
I'm sorry?
Who is Brittany to you guys?
Brittany is my sister's daughter.
All right, you're getting placed under arrest for child neglect. Okay, Brittany's here. Is it all right if she takes it, Connor?
Yes.
Okay, put your hands behind your back for me.
Give my phone to my sister.
Here, let me hold that. You have to fill up the other one?
Can you give my phone
keep
to
your
my
phone.
sister?
You don't want it to go with you?
So
that way you'll have it with you everywhere you go.
Is there any phone numbers? Do you need phone numbers and stuff out of it?
Yeah.
It's up to you.
That way whenever you get out, at least you'll have the phone with you. It's
Yeah.
up to you. So.
Yeah.
Anything else you need out of the house?
No.
Okay.
Is it okay if they go in and get diapers, clothes?
Yes, they can go in.
We're not going in, but just.
That's
Okay.
fine.
All right. Is there a way to lock the front door? How can we lock it?
They have keys.
Have a seat. Brittany needs a car seat too. Where?
It's in the car. Tell her the keys are hanging up.
keys are hanging up. So is this your first time? Is this the
That's
first time?
my first time going in there since I've let them get on the lease as tenants. Because I am supposed to, like, you know, this is like a 10-year thing where I just pay, and in 10 years I own it and I can move it off.
Mm-hmm.
And they got kicked out of the apartment where they were at off like 10th and. So I let them stay here because there'd be enough bedrooms for Connor to have his own room, and it smells so bad in there. And the whole thing, I think it's a bear. Put that down. I'll get you a different one. And it's really bad in there. Like the doors are off, and there's cereal all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, what, your aunt to him?
No, he's my cousin.
Your cousin?
The one you just arrested, is my aunt. It's
Okay.
my mom's sister.
Yes, I got her. All right.
So-
Do you need anything else from us? I'll find out. I'll find out where the keys are, so you're not having to dig through the place. Yes.
They were taken away, and it is almost unbelievable that anyone could live in such squalid conditions, let alone with small children inside. This case is a serious reminder that raising children is not simply about providing them with a roof over their heads. It demands care, responsibility, and constant vigilance. Neglect, whether deliberate or the result of careless behavior, can place children in life-threatening situations within moments. The role of law enforcement here underscores the importance of community intervention. One passerby's call to 911 may have prevented a tragedy. Ultimately, a child's well-being depends not only on their parents, but also on society's willingness to step in when danger is ignored. Children's safety must always come first. Parties, substances, or personal convenience can never be an excuse for neglect.